Hi everyone! We're going to be making this cookies and cream chocolate cake. Check out the description box below for the full recipe and video. The recipe is by Cupcake Jemma. They have the most amazing bakes. Be sure to check them out if you haven't already. What I particularly love about their recipes is that it's always foolproof and the measurements are always exact, so you really can't go wrong. Okay, so let's get started. In a large bowl, add your oil, cold coffee, buttermilk, and eggs. Whisk it together really well. And now we're going to add all the dry ingredients. Add the plain flour, sugar, cocoa powder, bicarbonate of soda, and salt. Whisk that together all really well. I've used a manual whisk here which worked perfectly fine. Now we need to divide the mixture between 4 8-inch cake tins. I only have 2 cake tins, so I did it in 2 goes. To make the buttercream, you need to whisk the butter until it's light and fluffy and pale in colour. It does take a while because it's a fairly large quantity and it would be much easier with a stand mixer, but I don't have one just as yet. Make sure you scrape the sides and the bottom as you go along because you want all of the butter to be whisked evenly. If your buttercream isn't the perfect texture, then this can go awfully wrong. So make sure your buttercream is a nice and sturdy texture. Okay, now add all the icing sugar. I've used my whisking lid, which is a lifesaver when I'm making buttercream. You can use a kitchen cloth around it if you don't have a lid. You should probably sift the icing sugar to ensure that it doesn't have any lumps. Okay, now add the vanilla essence and milk to make it a nice and smooth consistency. Don't add too much milk though, because runny buttercream is just very difficult to use. Once they're all out of the oven and cooled down, I used a serrated knife to level it out. I started off with a little bit of buttercream on my cake board just so that it holds the cake in place. Then I added the first layer of cake. I added a generous amount of buttercream on top and spread it out evenly. I scooped some of the buttercream out from the middle and then added some chocolate ganache in the centre. This part is optional, but I also broke some Oreo pieces and spread it out. And then it was ready for the next layer of cake. I then repeated the process twice more and then I got to the final layer. After adding the final layer, I added the buttercream all around, which is called the crumb coat. It went in the fridge for about 2 hours and then I frosted the cake with Oreo buttercream. I just added crushed Oreo to the remaining buttercream for this. Check the description box below to get the exact measurements. And then I started frosting the cake. Now I am by no means a professional, so I just kind of went with the flow and just tried my best. It's a very messy and long process, but I do get there in the end, so keep watching. Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's not as perfect as I'd like it to be, but I left it here, and now I'm just cleaning up the board, ready for the next step. Okay, so I've just got the melted chocolate, and with a spoon I'm creating the drip effect, as you can see. Here's a quick reminder to like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Here, I'm just finishing the cake off by decorating it with some plain frosting and Oreos. And it's finally done! How amazing does this look? I'm genuinely so proud of myself. I cannot believe I made this myself. It's insane. Okay, so now I'm cutting the cake and I'm so annoyed that I wasn't facing the camera, but it is what it is, I guess. Okay, so how beautiful does this slice look? My goodness. Thank you for watching, everyone. Bye.